you smell what the rock is cooking?
Studio Infinity.
What the rock is cooking?
Hello there everyone, how is it going? This episode is again brought to you by Studio Infinity and this is Success Stories with me, myself, Jananga. I know today we are speaking about a very famous person. I know you saw him on the thumbnail and I also know that I still have to introduce him to you all. And he is none other than the pie eating, jabroni beating, eyebrow raising, trail blazing, elbows dropping, people's champ, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Given that he is one of the Samoans, one might think that he was born in Hawaii because usually that's the place where the Samoans come from. But no, in 1972, Dwayne Johnson was born in Hayward, California, to his great wrestling family, where his grandfather and his father are known to the world from. His grandfather Peter High Chief Maivia and his father Rocky Johnson were his idols in his childhood. And before Dwayne Johnson pursued a career in wrestling, he was a football player. In fact, in high school he was quite successful so that the University of Miami would grant him a full scholarship to play football with them. But later on in 1995, Dwayne had to face the unfortune of having a back injury, where he decided to stop playing football. Then in 1996, he started to have a career in wrestling. In Survivor Series 1996, he made his WWF debut with his new in-ring name, Rocky Maivia. Then later on, he played the role of Rocky Maivia for around a year, then changed his persona to the great charismatic role of The Rock, who encountered moves such as Samoan drop, sharp shooter, people's elbow, and the rock bottom, and even started great feuds against Stone Cold Steve Austin, Triple H, and many more superstars. Even after his major return in 2011, he went on to become the main eventer in WrestleMania 28 against another best of all time, John Cena. So this was his successful career in wrestling. And parallel to this, he had a successful career in acting. It all started in 2001 with the movie The Mummy Returns, and its sequel in 2002, The Scorpion King. And later on, he went on to star in movies such as The Game Plan, Be Cool, and very famous Fast and Furious, G.I. Joe, Jumanji, Baywatch, and Skyscraper. And in 2015, he got to play a major role in the TV series Ballers. In 2016, he even got to voice a character in the animation movie Moana. And there are some surprising facts. Did you know that in 2005, he was the second choice to play the role of Willy Wonka in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? And did you also know in 2014, he was offered the role of Kate Yeager in Transformers Age of Extinction? Surprising, right? Yep. So this is the successful career that Dwayne Johnson had in acting. So in both the careers, he is a successful man. But Dwayne Johnson is not always as successful as he sounds like right now. He had his downs. And he always says he remembers his hard times. Him and his family was evicted, expelled from the island of Hawaii. And even in the age of 16 years, Dwayne was arrested on multiple occasions. His family had no place to live. He had no money to live. Some sort of a life defining moment. And he always says he remembers those hard times, he recalls them. Even before he goes on to play a major role in a hit movie, he recalls these things, which he says that allows him to have a driving force to do better and better and better. And Dwayne Johnson was always fed up of not being number one. He was fed up of not being number one when he was in WWE, and then later on became the number one superstar in WWE. Again, he was fed up of not being the number one actor in Hollywood, then again ended up being the number one highest paid actor in Hollywood. See, this is like a secret to most of these successful people. They are fed up of being not being number one. And he always followed his gut. As we all know, in 2004, Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, was the number one superstar in WWE, but he still left to have a career in acting. He followed his gut, even though his earlier movies were failures. He reached success through many hardships. And he says he always embraced the moments where his back was against the wall, because it left him only one choice, and it was to move forward. And he says he never let an opportunity go by. He always decided to give his all to it. And later on, he found keys that was unique to him. We all can find keys in life that can be unique to us. Maybe outworking others, maybe waking up early, maybe waking up at 2:30 and hitting the gym, or studying your brains out, or training your vocal pipes. Doing it consistently, and eventually you will feel the success. Or rather, you would smell the success story that you would be cooking. More or less something similar what Dwayne would say. So, Dwayne Johnson, a successful man. He was successful in wrestling, he was successful in acting. Why? He always remembered his hard times. He was fed up of not being number one. He followed his gut. He embraced the hard moments, and he used his unique keys in life. This is the story of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and I hope to bring you another inspirational story in another episode of ours. And till I meet you again with our next episode, again, be safe and stay cool.
දැන්ම ස්ටුඩියෝ ඉන්ෆිනිටි YouTube channel එක subscribe කර bell icon එකත් click කරන්න.